it's Amanda from Content4 and welcome to this episode of Content Matters. I often get asked about what the most popular form of content marketing is because, trust me, there's loads of ways to get your content out there, from infographics to videos, podcasts, social media, and then things like questionnaires or surveys and quizzes as well. And these are all types of content marketing, so it's a pretty big topic. But I work mainly with independent businesses, and by far the best content marketing strategy you can put in place, if this is you, is to blog. Now, blogging has actually been around for ages, but it's only now really kind of finally being acknowledged as a super powerful marketing tool for businesses. And this comes after years of blogging being treated as kind of, a part-time hobby thing for people with big interests, but a little bit too much time on their hands. But now, actual marketers are acknowledging the real effectiveness of this form of marketing for businesses who are wanting to raise their profiles, increase their reputation, and become the go-to experts in their industry and in their location as well. So this is great, it's brilliant. But as you might have guessed, it does take a little bit of time to put together a blog post. You need to ponder on what to write, you've got to do the research, you've actually got to write a really, really high quality blog post because you're going to be looking at writing at least 750 words per post. Then you've got to source a relevant image to go with it. And trust me, you can get caught up in image sites forever. And then on top of all that, you've got to make sure that it's absolutely top-notch quality, it's interesting and it's engaging. So it's not something the average person who's running a business can kind of pull out of the bag in a spare 10 minutes. Now, I'm guessing that you might just be kind of nodding along with this now because this could be you, it could be ringing bells, or it could even be stirring up some really terrible memories for you if you've ever attempted to consistently keep your blog up to date by yourself. It is hard work. There's no denying that. And I would never suggest otherwise. And this is why a lot of blogs kind of get abandoned. But for a decent, well-researched post, it's going to be difficult for most business owners to spend less than an entire day or even more on a task like this. I get it. I know this. And you might think you can do it more quickly than that, but I guarantee you probably won't, particularly when you're under time pressure or you've got deadline constraints, because that's exactly when writer's block happens. But you can outsource blog posting now anyway, which is obviously a great way to get it done. I have digressed slightly, but what I'm trying to say is that blogging can actually open up a massive amount of opportunities for you and your business, and it's so underestimated and it's so underutilized. What you need to do is kind of try and think of it as a way to communicate directly with your target audience long term. This is most definitely a long-term strategy, but and this is really important. To be successful with this long-term strategy, you must put yourself in the shoes of your audience and think about what they want to read or be educated about. They have to take value from your posts and benefit in some way because people want solutions, they want experiences, and they want entertainment. So the more valuable the content you can provide, the more likely your target audience will be to consider your product or service when they're ready to purchase, which might not be immediately. Like I said, this is definitely a long-term strategy, but that's why your subject matter needs to be considered really, really carefully. So if you're an independent business, by regularly adding blog posts, whether you write them yourself or whether you outsource, because these are just super informative articles written to showcase your knowledge and draw your target audience to your website. Whichever way you go about it, there are loads of benefits. you're going to provide value to your audience through your content. It's a massive SEO opportunity for you to actually increase your search ranking, and it's going to help you drive organic traffic to your website and allow you to collect those all important leads. You'll also be consistently building your exposure all the time, and you'll also be giving others the opportunity to share that content and therefore your brand on all the other platforms as well. So honestly, the opportunities with your blog are absolutely endless. So my advice is, if your current blog page is looking, like a teeny weeny little bit neglected, then you need to make it a priority to start posting content again as soon as possible, because you are seriously missing out on leads if you don't. And if you don't currently have a blog or a news page set up on your website, just ask your web designer to add a new page. It's literally a 30-second job for a professional to sort that out for you. And trust me, it will be most definitely worth it. Before I go, I just want to mention the role of social media as well when it comes to content marketing. This is kind of the second form of content marketing that you should definitely include in your overall strategy. And this does tie in with your blog content, but I'm not going to talk about that now. I want to leave that subject until next time. So until then, thanks for watching.